Hello, educators. My name is Carrie Cole with Side by Side Educational Consulting. Thanks for joining me for today's Quick Tip Tuesday as we continue exploring effective strategies for explicit instruction. Today, we're tackling one of the most common classroom routines out there, hand raising. You walk into almost any classroom and you'll see this familiar scene. Teacher asks a question, hands go up, teacher calls on one student with a raised hand to answer. It happens every day, and to be honest with you, until I knew better, it happened in my classroom too. But here's what the research tells us about hand raising. This overused practice contributes to the achievement gap. When we ask for volunteers, we are unintentionally sending a message that participation is optional. And for many students, that means opting out. Even more concerning, studies show that when we rely on volunteers, only about 25% of students are participating consistently. That means 3/4 of the class are missing valuable opportunities to respond, to practice, and to receive feedback. Here's the real kicker. When we rely on hand raising, we create a flipped participation model. The students who need the least amount of practice, the confident, quick responders, high achievers, get the most opportunities to practice. Meanwhile, the students who need the most amount of practice and feedback often are getting the least. That's a backwards system, and it widens learning gaps instead of closing them. If our goal is 100% participation and 100% learning, we need to move beyond hand raising. The good news is there are simple, effective ways to replace hand raising with strategies that promote equity, accountability, and engagement. I'm going to give you 7, yes, 7 of my favorite alternatives to raised hands right now. Let's start at the top. Number 1, popsicle sticks. Tried and true, oldie but goodie. You write each student's name on a stick, place them in a cup, and after posing a question and giving some think time, you shake that can, pull out one name at random. Once the student responds, make sure that you return the stick to the cup so that everyone stays accountable. Popsicle sticks. Next up, mini whiteboards. Many of us have whiteboards in our classroom. You give each student a whiteboard. After asking a question, students write their responses on their whiteboard, and then you have them hold them up on cue. I usually use the cue of 1, 2, 3, show me. This lets every student participate and gives you instant feedback on understanding. Don't have whiteboards in your classroom? Listen, file folders work great for this purpose. You essentially just laminate each file folder, then students are able to use this file folder as a whiteboard using a wipe-off pen. They write their answers in the inside, and then when they're done writing their answer, they close it. Once you give them the cue, for example, 1, 2, 3, show me, they hold it up and open it, and you can see their answers to provide feedback. All right, that's mini whiteboards. Now, on to the next one. Let's look at response cards. This is from the great Anita Archer. This card provides different types of responses: yes, no, agree, disagree, true, false, and then multiple choice. Students choose a response. Usually I have them do it on their desk first. They're pointing at their desk with their card flat, and then I say 1, 2, 3, show me. Then they hold up their card and show me the answer that they're pointing to. That's a response card. All right, next, number 4, playing cards. Now for this strategy, you're going to need 2 decks of cards. Give each student a card from the first deck and then keep a matching deck for yourself. You'll then shuffle your matching deck and then draw a card to determine who answers next. So from my matching deck, I just pulled the 6 of diamonds. Whichever student has that matching 6 of diamonds is the one that's up to answer. It's simple, it's quick, and it keeps everyone on their toes. Playing cards. Next we have poker chips. Poker chips work like this. You hand out 2 or 3 chips, or more if you want more, to each student at the start of class. These are like their talking chips. It's like the turns they're going to take. Then each time they participate, they turn one of those chips in, maybe in a bucket or something that you have to put the chips back in. By the end of class, the expectation is that every student should have used all of their chips. Next on the list, index cards. This one's simple but so effective. You have students write their names on 2 cards. So each student gets 2 cards, they're going to write their name on each card. Then you gather those cards up, shuffle them, punch a hole in the top left-hand corner, and then fasten with a metal ring. Then essentially you call out the names in order. Since the names are in the deck twice, they know they can be called on again. They're being held accountable. Of course, they also get wise to where their name is in the deck in terms of the order. So you simply take the cards off the ring, reshuffle them, and put them back on. Great way to hold all students accountable in a fun way. That's index cards. And finally, we have digital randomizers. Do you prefer a tech option? There are many web-based tools and mobile apps out there that you can use for that purpose. Try a digital randomizer like you see on the screen called the Wheel of Names. It's not an app. It's just a simple online tool where you can input your students' names, Wheel of Fortune style. Then you spin the wheel to choose randomly. This is available at thewheelofnames.com. There is also the Flippity random name picker at flippity.net. It works with Google Sheets. You just enter your class list and it automatically chooses names for you like the wheel that you just saw. For mobile apps, you could try ClassDojo Randomizer, Picker Wheel, or many others. All right, everyone, that's 7. Let's do a quick recap of those 7 strategies for replacing raised hands. First, we had popsicle sticks, then mini whiteboards, then response boards. Next up, we had playing cards, then poker chips. Next was index cards. And then lastly, we had those digital randomizers. Each of these strategies helps shift your classroom from selective participation to universal accountability, ensuring every student has a voice and an opportunity to learn. Randomized turns promote equity of voice, keeping all students mentally engaged, and gives teachers a much clearer picture of what their class truly understands. All right, everyone, that's your Quick Tip Tuesday. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest of the week.